We're here today talking with Dewie Vieira. Dewie works with SilencerCo, and Dewie, you've brought us one of the most interesting things that we saw at SHOT Show 2017, and of course, this is something that NRA members will be able to see at the NRA annual meetings.
Yes, sir.
Dewie, tell me a little bit about the Maxim 9 pistol. What's the concept, and what does it sort of portend for SilencerCo going forward?
Sure. Well, the Maxim 9 is basically our way of taking a pistol and suppressor and integrating them together so they are one complete unit. Basically enabled the shooter and the end user to be able to have one complete unit without having to worry about attaching, a suppressor to a host pistol, while also making it, very easy for the individual to be able to holster for concealed carry or for duty, pistol purposes for anybody involved in law enforcement or in those types of capacities. And I think we've achieved that with the Maxim 9 here. The Maxim 9 is able to basically run your full complement of 9mm ammunition, anything from your plus P plus all the way up through subsonic, and it does suppress all those calibers very effectively. So I think we've met those goals pretty well.
So initially, I think last year, this pistol's been in development for a while, and originally you guys were sort of basing the pistol part itself on an existing frame from a major manufacturer, but now the design is all yours. I mean, from the ground up.
So initially, what everybody saw when we first introduced it was our proof of concept model, and that utilized another major manufacturer's frame, and we integrated the suppressor portion of the pistol to that frame. Again, to prove the concept that it was capable of being done from a engineering standpoint. Beyond that, what you see here is the finished product. So it is completely proprietary. Everything is ours from front to bottom, or front to back and top to bottom. The only thing that we do borrow from another manufacturer would be the use of the Glock 17 magazine,
right.
And obviously Glock compatible sights, because Glocks are so prolific already in the marketplace, it makes sense for us to be able to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. No point in reinventing a magazine, that's for sure.
Right, absolutely.
Dewie, tell me a little bit about how the Maxim 9 works in terms of the pistol's operating system. As you say, the suppressor portion is integrated. Maybe tell me a little bit about, like, say, the pistol part, how that works. And then also mention maybe about the fact that you can kind of customize the suppressor length.
So yeah, let me go ahead and give you a rundown from front to back here. So obviously what we have here is a suppressor portion of the pistol. That houses a fixed 4.3 inch barrel.
Okay.
The pistol itself operates on a delayed blowback design. And what I'll do is I'll break that down here for you quickly so you can actually see where a majority of your mechanism is actually placed in the slide. That also houses the majority of the weight for the pistol itself. Now, that delayed blowback design and the fixed 4.3 inch barrel makes this an extremely accurate pistol, while also making sure that it's intuitive for the shooter. It does feature roughly a 6-pound trigger. We wanted to make sure that we were able to accommodate those individuals who wanted to use it for duty pistol purposes on the law enforcement military side of the house. And as I stated before, it does run on Glock 17 mags, and you still have Glock compatible sights. Now, we wanted to make sure that we gave shooters the ability to mount a red dot and a light laser combo as well. So what you see here is you see a cutout for an RMR, so those individuals who wanted to mount a red dot can easily do so. And then you also have this key mod section here that enables the end user to be able to mount a weapon light or a laser or a combination thereof. So all in all, it is one complete package. Now what I actually have here is the short configuration of the pistol. For the end user when they first take it home, or for those who see it on display at brick and mortar stores or wherever they happen to be shopping, they'll find that what they see is a longer configuration. In this case, that'll include the 2 additional baffle sections that I have here. Now, these 2 additional baffle sections are included in the full length, and at the full length, it comes in at 10.75 inches. Removal of those 2 baffle sections brings it down to 9.5. So it's definitely modular in that regard. When I removed that slide earlier, I was able to show you the actual field strip as well. So that is your field strip for maintenance purposes. The other nice component of it is obviously the baffle section, which you can easily also maintain by removing these 2 hex screws right here. Those hex screws also happen to house the guide rods, which keep your front cap on and enable you to remove or actually install the 2 additional baffle sections. So what you've got here are the 2 guide rods, which will enable you to run it in the full length configuration, which it comes standard in.
Excellent. So, Dewey, tell me about holsters. I know sometimes a big concern with a new pistol, especially a pistol that has, kind of a different form factor than the average pistol is, can I get a holster? What kind of holsters are there available?
Sure, we completely understood that, and obviously one of our intents was to make sure it didn't come to market without the ability to run a holster, because a pistol really doesn't do anybody any good unless they got a holster for it. So we're working with some fantastic industry partners, namely Galco, Gunfighter, Blackhawk, and G-Code right now. They have all worked with us to provide us with holsters for this particular pistol.
Okay.
And they do a great job.
And like you say, so holsters, you got Glock mags, Glock sights if you want to trade out for your favorite sights.
Right.
Configurable. Now, does the gun come with all of the baffles necessary to assemble it in the long configuration?
Yes, sir. Yep. Okay. So straight out of the box, it'll be set up in the longer configuration, and we'll leave it up to the end user to be able to shorten it as they like.
Okay, now Dewey, where can people go to find out more information on SilencerCo products?
For all the information they'd like to get, they can easily go to www.silencerco.com. All of our information on all our product portfolio is listed on the website. So they'll be able to get our decibel reductions, price points, the different calibers that all our different products are capable of accommodating. It's all that information is right there.
Okay, great. Hey Dewey, thank you very much for showing us this pistol today. I just think it's really neat. I think you're going to have a lot of interest in it, and can't wait to see what you guys come out with next.